Welcome to Buckeye High Talk. Get high and talk Buckeye. I'm your host, Bucky. It's my guy, Pop Pop. Man, that Illinois game, it kind of sloppy, in my opinion. What do you think?
Um, I think for us and how we've been playing this season, basically holding out. We got 16 games we're trying to play, so it's starting to click in my head that we're playing smart ball all season until it's time to kick it in the high school. That was still the shittiest performance I've seen
Oh God,
this
yeah,
entire year.
yeah. That
Starting off with the fact that they scored twice.
yeah.
That was bullshit. The run play they scored on, I love the play. Hated happen.
Agreed, agreed. It
That
was
it was like
it was smart.
it was a power right uh, into an option. Never thought of, but that's something you got to bring against the Buckeyes. You got to do some shit like that.
Yeah. I mean, they're the first
The
ones to
pass
score.
interference.
Yeah, they're the first ones to score in the red zone on us. In how long?
Um, it's some time. I forgot what the
It's
number
been a while.
was.
It's been a while. We'll just
It's
leave it
been,
there.
but also back on the defensive part, the pursuit from the line, red zone, amazing. Otherwise, trash.
Yeah. They weren't getting any
At
push.
least for the first half. The first half.
Yeah. I mean, they weren't getting any push, bro. For a minute there, they let them sling it all over the fucking field. The second half too, it was just as bad. That's how they got down the field twice and scored on us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
and then you had started mentioning the DBs and the PIs, bro. Like, Igbenogson showed that old ugly head again. Mr.
Yeah,
Holding
dude.
16 penalties for PIs and holding last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, they better go put them
And
other
him,
mitts on them boys and let them fuck and teach them how to keep their damn hands to themselves and turn their head for the ball.
and he'll get them calls, started something with the team because he got away with the first one.
Yeah, he
And
did.
that was huge.
And it was
Huge.
egregious. I don't know, like oh my god, yeah, that gets me into a
I
whole
don't
nother,
know what the referees were doing.
bro. The refs were
That was
horrible this game.
terrible referee.
On both sides, because Illinois was holding the fuck out of us. They held Arvell at least twice that I know of, and fucking tackled fucking Kenyatta Jackson. You know what I'm saying? And then we had some penalties we got away with too. So I mean,
Yeah,
it was horrible refereeing all around. It was a sloppy game all around. You know what I'm saying? Julian Sand only threw
I,
for 166 yards, bro. Like
yeah.
they
It was
playing.
bad.
That's taking Trestle ball to a new level, bro.
The one thing I will say though, defensive trick play coverage. They did try to go with that trick play and they covered the fuck out of it. I love the defensive people staying on their assignments that whole play.
Oh yeah,
Because had they not, that bitch would have worked and would have been something better.
yeah,
But that besides that trick pass play, the trick run play was the only thing that was successful.
yeah. Now don't get us
But what
wrong,
really,
folks. Don't get us wrong, folks. You know what I'm saying? We know the defense did their thing. You know what I'm saying? We're not saying that
I mean,
they ain't good or whatever. It's just this is more nitpicking than anything. And this week we have more to nitpick on than we have all year. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
it is crazy to me to think that you know what I'm saying. We had three takeaways in this game, and we feel like this was the sloppiest game of the year, but yet we still beat them 34 to fucking 16. You know what I'm saying? Like
and the piggyback, like you
our
said,
shittiest
like
game, and we
this
still
ain't
beat them by double
disrespect.
digits. You know what I'm saying?
This ain't disrespect. We covered the spread.
We did.
Uh, we did our job, but we did our job, and that wasn't to the top
Well,
tier
see,
point. You let
no.
too many slant routes in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
within in between the hash marks, you get it drilled. And it's just like because nobody wants to take on a man once they drop in the coverage, they forget like,
That's the
okay, we gotta watch
problem.
the quarterback. We gotta watch the quarterback. But that man is right behind you.
Yep.
If you know he's right behind you, you can just jump down and
And the
pick.
bad part is I've seen it both offensively and defensively because that play that JJ got hurt on, both Saraville
Yep,
and who was that? It wasn't Hinsman. It was Christian, wasn't it?
I think so.
Both
Because it was two tight ends.
ran right by the motherfucker. Literally looked at
Well,
old boy,
it's,
and they spread it like the Red Sea, bro. And that boy just went untouched right in between both of them and fucking torpedoed the fuck out of JJ. And they made him fucking scorpion himself. Like, you can't do that. You putting our best player, the best player in the country, in jeopardy by doing that shit. And Saraville's one of the best tackles in the NCAA right now.
100%. 100%.
Like they
Now,
look like they did not show up to play at 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like they should. It's like they slept walked through this game. They won, and they won by double digits. They covered the spread, but as a Buckeye fan, and Buckeye Nation all probably, I'm sure agrees, we have a standard at Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, they got the dub, and that's really what matters. But we should be putting belt to ass on these teams. You know what I'm saying? Belt to
yeah, I agree
ass.
with you. I
But it
agree.
is what it
But
is, man. You got any final
yes,
points
it
for this
is.
game?
Um, yeah, before I jump into a couple of stats of the game, I do want to mention the honorable shout out mention to the Energizer Bunny on Illinois defense, Mr. Bailey. You lit the fire under our boy's ass because he was out there putting a helmet on, his crown on a couple of our niggas. And that boy came to play. Out of that whole entire defense, they had star players to look at, and Bailey showed his ass. He came to play.
If I'm not mistaken,
He was
Bailey
big
was their
hits,
leading.
go.
Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, he was their leading tackler with 8 tackles. Yeah, he was the leading tackler.
So I just wanted to say that. And shout out to that boy playing his
Yeah,
ass
he
off
showed
against
up to
another one.
play, bro. He really did. He was making some fucking. He was making our day difficult, needless to say.
There.
But all right,
But
man. Yeah. Okay.
I ain't even gonna get into these stats. I ain't even gonna lie, bro.
I mean, it
Because it's
wasn't a
not
bad
really, it's
game,
not a
bro.
stat filled game.
Right.
It was not a stat filled game at all.
No, it really wasn't.
And it's
You
did
know,
have a good kicker, so
our leading rusher was Bo with 10 carries for 47 yards. You know what I'm saying? We had a team total of 106 yards on 37 carries. Uh, but
oh
as a
yeah.
team, we only averaged 2.9 yards per carry, bro. Like that ain't gonna cut it. Like that real talk's not gonna cut it, bro. No, we understand. We don't have fucking Travion Henderson. We don't have fucking Quinshawn Judkins no more. Them two backs were fucking elite. You know what I'm saying? But Bo Jackson is showing that he can be elite, if not already elite. You know what I'm saying? He's I looked it up the other day and he's up there on the rushing leaders this year. You know what I'm saying? Like he's up there. And fucking man, that's gonna bother me. I don't know if it's like fucking 8th or 9th. It may be higher or, a little bit higher, somewhere in the teens. But he's up there in rushing yards for the leaders. But and I really I have faith that we're gonna see James Peoples get it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's shown a lot of promise. And then CJ, he a tough motherfucker. He is. But they keep playing the same fucking play as I bitched about for the last how many weeks, Pop? How many motherfucking weeks, bro? Every fucking time on the goal line, they run the same play. fucking power or what is that? Power eye to the fucking left every fucking time, right behind the left tackle, every time.
Mm-hmm. Every time. And I think this game he bounced it one time and got some pretty decent yards, and I was just like,
Bro,
okay, that's he was
is
trying to
that
see
the
something
only
different.
play that
But
man can run? I don't think so. I think he a better back than that. But
I'm like, man, Ryan,
anyway,
you got to call something. Ryan, you got to call something, baby. There,
I'm
you get
telling
something
you, I'm
different, man.
telling you.
Spice it up.
But yeah, no, it really wasn't a stat game, bro. Real talk. I mean, we did have 14 sacks. We had interception. We had 2 fumble recoveries. You know what I'm saying? We did our thing. Uh, but we had 7 penalties in total. So we need to clean that up. Which leads us to the next point of Wisconsin, which should be the game that allows us to do that and then go into the bye week before we have Penn State, which we'll get into that later. But let's get into this Wisconsin thing, man. What
All
what
right.
what you think
Well,
about them, man? Because I know we both watched some video on them a couple days ago. We were talking about it when we attempted to have a video drop for you guys earlier this week, but yeah, I'm a dumbass, and apparently something got mixed up in my programming in my settings. But we got it fixed. We're back at it. We're gonna get this stuff dropped, and hopefully we can get it dropped on Wednesday night, Thursday mornings for you guys. But just bear with us. It's still fresh. I'm still learning. But anyways, Pop, what you got for us, man? Like what you think about Wisconsin?
um, let's start with as a whole, as a team. Uh, talk shit.
Dog shit.
Um,
That 100%. Like,
their only 2 wins consisted of total of the opponent 10 points, and they dropped what 59. So 59-10 with the 2 games. Pretty first rookie, right?
right.
They would continue to only finish out before you get to us with 93 points for the season. Your opponent has took that 10 and made that 136. So that goes to tell you what their defense is. Their defense is led by number 0, who's a
Right.
linebacker. His name starts with an A. I'm not butchering that, but 25 solo tackles, 2 sacks. He's a hungry player. So I give him that. But your best game comes from what's that team? Middle Tennessee. That's your best game on the season. 42-10. And that still was a shitty game.
Yeah.
So you got what your quarterback, you got 2 quarterbacks throwing over 30. One has 60 for 85, 640 yards, 5 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He's a 5 for 5.
Yeah.
He's a biggie bag as well.
Oh, Danny O'Neal. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but granted, from what I looked up, he's throwing at a 70.6% completion rating on the season. Now, granted, that drops obviously. I'd say pretty significantly when he's going against AP top 25s. Because I got down right here. I was looking it up the other day. Against AP top 25 teams, he's throwing at a 64.7% completion rating. He's only thrown 1 touchdown, and his pass yards against them is 117. So, like, that ain't going to cut it against us. That's just not.
Especially if you go to their running backs, right? And you look at their rushing yards, you have Jones for 68 carries, 286 yards. You have Dupree with 44 carries, 169 yards. But you look at O'Neal, and he also has 44 yards, or 44 carries for 24 yards. And it's like, the touchdowns don't even matter at that point. What are y'all doing with your run game?
No, excuse me. Sorry, guys. You gotta also remember, if I'm not mistaken, they count sacks as a run play.
They do, but how many times y'all let that boy get?
Hey, I guess we'll see when our boys go off and start having a field day on this kid. I mean, you gonna get
I,
McDonald running somebody up inside, and then you gonna see Caden Curry go bonkers again because that young man is a monster. Caden Curry is a beast, bro, and he waited his time. He's showing out now. And Kenyatta Jackson starting to come alive, bro. I don't know if you noticed it, but my boy Kenyatta Jackson, who was my dark horse for the season, he about to pop off. I'm seeing some things from that young man.
hey,
He was
we keep
moving
him healthy.
that tackle, bro.
We keep him healthy. You might be right, but right
100%. I
now,
think they're going
Kate
to be a great
Curry.
tandem. I think they're just, I'd like to see more out of
Oh,
them. I got to see more out of them. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, when you got a guy like Arvell Reese bulldozing every fucking buddy he comes against and getting to that quarterback as a linebacker,
I mean,
hey, that boy can do everything, bro. He a dog. So, like, to your point, yeah, their backs. I mean, don't get me wrong, Dylan Jones don't look to be a terrible fucking running back, bro. Like he doesn't have high yardage numbers, but according to what I got, uh, against everybody else, he's averaging 4.2 yards per carry, and then against AP top 25s, which I don't know which team that was. It might have been Team Up North. Yeah, no, Bama.
it's Bama, TCU, and I believe Iowa. Is it Iowa?
I don't think Iowa was in the top 25 at that time, but I have we
Okay,
have to
so
go
yeah,
back and
just
we'd
Bama.
have to go back and look. I'd have to go back and look. But against AP top 25, he's averaging 4 yards per carry. So like, I mean, he ain't terrible, bro. He's got 88 yards versus AP top 25 on 22 rushing attempts. He's got a touchdown too. So like, he's not a terrible back.
Easy touchdown,
I
dude.
bet that kid would do good at Ohio State though, with a better offensive line, because their offensive
They're
line is
worse than
trash.
James this season. Bro,
Yeah,
he's
but
not
again,
good.
again, it also matters how good your offensive line is as a fucking running back, bro. Because if your offensive line ain't opening up holes, you ain't able to run. You feel me?
Hey,
And he looks
I
like a
know.
north. This is looking like he a north to south runner and not an east to west runner
You want to know why
or a finesse runner.
Atler or whatever for Illinois, whatever that boy's name
Antmeyer,
is? You want to know? Yeah,
Altmeyer.
you want to know why he had so much time to throw the football? Because they was cut blocking. They forget you can cut block. That's how we got beat on offense to start the game up. Like they're getting them open passes and it takes the little flare off to the halfback or little wide receiver screen, the quick little ends on the flat route. Yeah, we was getting cut block on that line.
Oh yeah. Well, they weren't getting any push either, bro. But I don't know. Wisconsin ain't good. I mean, their leading receivers got 274 fucking yards and only one touchdown. These guys are trash. They have no offensive line, bro. If O'Neal's fucking rushing is so terrible like that, that tells me he's been sacked a lot. You know what I'm saying? And if he's been sacked a lot, that tells me the offensive line's trash. If the fucking running back's only got 286 yards this many games into the season, the leading rusher, that tells me this offensive line is trash. Bro,
Oh yeah,
Ohio
but I
State's
watched
going to
that
have a
footage.
fucking field day with these boys.
I watched that footage.
So did I. Dude, their defense does nothing but run fucking zone coverage, and they ain't very good at it. Wide receivers just running right by them, left and right. You know what I'm saying? I watched a couple plays where they should have had the motherfucker in the backfield when they were playing the team up north. Should have had him in the backfield. They had like 4 or 5 jerseys around him, bro. And he gets all the way to the sideline. It was like an end around or something, I want to say. He gets all the way to the sideline, and there's like 4 or 5 jerseys there. He scoots right in between all them motherfuckers, and they're like trying to arm tackle him if they even attempt it at all. And he scoots up the field for 9, 10 yards. maybe even more. Like, dude, they arm tackle. They play a lot of zone coverage and they don't do very good. And then their fucking D line loses containment in the backfield constantly. Our run game should do pretty damn good this week.
Our special team should be good.
That's another thing
Against
we need to get
Maryland,
running is that special teams. Yeah, you're right.
against Maryland, they had just to start the game the field goal block, and then not even out of the first half, let alone I believe the first quarter, they had a punt block. Their special teams, I don't even have garbage is even a word for it.
Yeah. Well, I got a feeling they're about to do some 5 wide shit this week. I seen something. I didn't get to watch the interview, but I seen something about Ryan Day's one of Ryan Day's interviews, and he had mentioned something about Quincy Porter and Mylan Graham needing to get them on the field more. That tells me because you're not gonna take JJ and fucking Carnell Tate off the field. You're just not. Why would you? They're two of the best receivers in the entire country. Carnell Tate would be a number one on any other fucking team right now. And I don't care what team it is. He would be the number one receiver on that team right now at any other school. Am I right or am I wrong? The boy is a dog, ladies and gentlemen. He is a fucking dog. And then you got, and he's paired up with the best player in the entire country. But Mylan Graham, Quincy Porter, I can't wait to see them boys out on the fucking field, bro. Like, it's about to be nutty. If we see a 5 wide, bro, I'm telling you, it's about to be nutty.
I can't wait to see our defense take advantage of Jaden Dawkins.
Oh, my God, yeah. Yep.
Welcome
but
back.
He ain't even their top receiver or even their second top receiver.
No,
I don't even think, is he
third
or fourth?
I think like 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. Like, real talk, he wasn't that good at Ohio State. Hence the reason he never seen the field, except for punt returns, and he wasn't even good at that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's about to be fun all around. I can't wait to see the defense tear up that offense. I want to see, we get 3 more fucking turnovers. You know what I'm saying? Can I see my boy fucking Sanchez get his first on the season? Because I feel like if anybody gets one, it's going to be either him or Jermaine Matthews.
I'm thinking Igno's going to get one. No PI.
We'll see. I think, if anything, it's going to end up like Penn State last year, where he gets the PI call on him and then turns around and gets the interception to make up for it. I can see it happening like that because that boy, I'm telling you, he just attracts fucking penalties, bro. It's like them flags love to come out when he's doing something. I mean, don't get me wrong.
And I watched him run with bro.
Huh?
Like when he was running down the field, like trying to do like all that shit. He's so aggressive. I love it, but he's just like violently aggressive. Like
he's too handsy, bro. He don't understand that. Yes, you want to be violent, you want to be aggressive as a DB, you want to be up on him, but you got to understand. After 5 yards, let that boy go, and you just stick in his in that boy hip pocket. You know what I'm saying? And get your head around. It don't take much. I'm old as fuck. I can turn mine, motherfucker. What do you mean? Like, come on. You see that boy start looking back like, hands up, bro. You run the fucking route for him. You ain't following him. Motherfucker, run his route for him. Like Trayvon Diggs did the year he pulled 11 fucking interceptions. Run that boy route for him. You know what I'm saying? And you go get the ball. I love how big and physical the boy is, but man, these penalties is killing us.
I'm gonna have to excuse. I just never what I did, but I want to be able to come out with it. But I ain't gonna say it on camera.
Okay.
Because DBs,
all right,
that run the route, because you know they running that route, but you know where they're going. Run that bitch, stay in a position, and pray that quarterback is throwing the ball to you.
Right. You gotta go watch film, man. You gotta see their tendencies. That's all it is. All right, man. Now, with
Mm.
all that being said, because there's not much to really talk about with this game, man. We got some injuries. We don't really know what's happening because, as we all know, Buckeye Nation, they don't talk about their injuries here at Ohio State like that, bro. I guess we'll have to wait and see till come Saturday. Hopefully, Bo's good. JJ seemed okay. He finished off the game. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I think we will be all right. But
I hope
with that all
Lorenzo's good. I don't know what's going on with
Oh,
him,
yo,
but I
I
do hope
forgot
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo's out too. I don't know if he's coming back or not. I guess we'll see. I think he was dealing with a shoulder injury, if I'm not mistaken. So it could be, what it could be anytime, honestly. Well, with all that being said, man, let's move into our predictions real quick because we're coming up on the 30-minute mark, and we got Friday night shenanigans tonight. So let's what we got as a score prediction for you, sir?
All right, I'm saying it like this before I say my official score. Uh, the score range offensively for the Buckeyes will be between 56 and 62. If they play their game, 56-62. But my score prediction is going to be 57.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, not to change subject or nothing. We'll get right back to that real quick, pop. But are they gonna do it? Are they gonna do it? He's gonna tie it. Is he gonna tie it? Nope, but they're in the red zone. Louisville's winning over Miami right now, 14-7, but Miami just got into the red zone, so looks like it's a good game over there, y'all. But anyways, what was your prediction, brother?
Now I think it. Let's go 58 to 6.
58-6.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
58
being nice.
58-6. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go in here. I want to look at the spread. It's a 25 fucking and a half point spread. That's what Vegas is giving us right now. So I'm going to go with 42-3. And honestly, that 3 points is being generous. Because I don't see their offense moving against this defense, bro. Like, as much as we had to nitpick with them from the game last week, Illinois and Wisconsin are in two totally different fucking tiers, bro. Like real talk. Wisconsin, the bottom of the barrel. Period. Them and Rutgers. Them and Rutgers are the two bottom. And then we might have Penn State
Yeah,
because Penn State looks fucking trash. Sorry, Penn State. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I called that fiery Saturday after their game. I messaged Pop here and I told him, I said, if he makes it through this weekend, because I didn't think he was gonna, he definitely ain't gonna be the coach at the end of the or by the end of the year. And 12, 15 hours later, pops across ESPN that they fired his ass on Sunday. Told you.
yeah,
12
that is
years of
true. But
being a garbage, mediocre coach. Hit the bricks, bro. I remember when Penn State used to be a feared team. But anyways, like I said, we're going 42-3. I think this is gonna be the game that we use to fix some problems in a game time environment. More like a scrimmage, to be honest with you. I mean, don't get me wrong. We're in Camp Randall, and anything can happen on any given Saturday. We all know how that happens. I mean, look at Purdue a couple years back. You feel me? Dog shit. They come out and beat us because we overlooked them. I hope it's not one of
So
those
by heart at
situations,
the end of the
but
day.
I don't see it happening because even we sleptwalk against a fucking ranked opponent last weekend and still fucking got him by 2 point or double digits. So like, this ain't gonna be nothing, bro. Real talk, scrimmage wise. So, but yeah, no,
Now, because like I said, I have to get this for camera. Um, since we all know how you feel about bye weeks. Uh, what is it? How you feel about getting the bye week before Penn State? Because
It happens to us every year.
no, hear me out though. We had the conversation of the firing is helping certain teams like UCLA
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. We did have that
who's
conversation.
the other team?
UCLA and
But
oh, you know what? My head just fucking went blank and I can't think.
yeah,
Anyways,
I'm not.
anyways,
But like
they
with them
can sneak
losing
up and
this
get us,
coach,
huh?
do you think it's possible, or do you think that they're all out shits and giggles right now because Jim is over there shitting his bed?
Oh
I
no,
know.
no, no, no. Yeah, like we talked, man. Because not only are they coming in with a interim head coach, they also got to come in with a brand new quarterback. Because remember, Drew Allen's out for the rest of the season. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And that can either be detrimental completely to their team, and they're just gonna fucking completely collapse, or it could be one of them situations where it be real sneaky and get us because we have no tape on that kid. We have no idea what this coach's tendencies are. We might have 1 week of tape on these guys. You feel me? And that ain't gonna be a lot because I don't know if they got their bye. I don't know when their bye week is. I don't know who they play this weekend. Actually, I'll look that up.
I watched that Oregon game live, so I do say they got some dog fight in them,
Let me
but I
see
will say
here.
they ain't got no willpower. Like they crumble
Oh,
easy.
they play Iowa. They play Iowa Saturday.
That's gonna be a good ass game.
Yeah, because Iowa's looking
So they
real
better.
good.
Well, they better win that.
Iowa's looking good this year. Like not great, but they looking good. They got a good team over there, bro. Like real talk. But yeah, no, I don't know. It could be a hit or a miss, bro. Because you know we like to come out sluggish as fuck in the first half of every game after a fucking bye week. And
Um,
then, like I said, it could be a sneaky game like Purdue a couple years back. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Like that could happen if we ain't on our shit, bro. So I guess it's up to the football gods. We'll see how it plays out, man. But with all that being said, we're gonna call this one because we're just over the 30-minute mark, and we got to get over for some shenanigans. You know, you guys like video games? Come check us out. A lot of our stuff on TikTok, YouTube, all around. Uh, come join us. We do private free for all lobby. We do like shit like gun game or gunfight. We do free for all private matches. You melee and throwing axes, shit like that. A lot of fun. A lot of shit talking. You gotta have thick skin. But with all that being said, man, you got any final words, Pop?
um, all I got for this week, I would say is I hope that somehow, some way, Brian Day, Brian Hartline, and all the rest of them coaches over there understand it's BTA this week, but it's playground ball. Playground ball. Test it, try it, fucking have fun. Let people get their stats up this game. Is this the game? They want to see them second strings come in to do something, just like Grambling State. Let's do it in a Big Ten using Wisconsin as an example.
Yep. Sound good to
That's
me,
pretty
man.
much it.
Well, with all that being said, man, we appreciate y'all coming and checking us out. We hope you liked it. If you did, do us a favor, man. Hit that like, subscribe button, hit that little bell so you can get all our new videos when we drop them. Uh, Man, other than that, y'all stay high and go Bucks.